All right, Kathy, here's an attempt to show you my back exercises with the band. So the first thing you want to do is, honestly, get comfortable with your back. So I'm going to turn around here and sort of show you a little bit of, these are your lats right here, what I call my bra fat, but you can tell when I contract them, you can see that muscle. Our rhomboids are in the middle, and we want to start to be able to isolate those muscles and use them as often as possible. Unless you've really been trained how to use them, you really don't know how to. So we're going to start with the band. So the very first thing we're going to do is what I just call a band pass-through. And you're going to keep it nice and loose, nice and wide. We're just going to take this band in the front, we're going to take it up and bring it the whole way back. So I want to make sure that your shoulders are nice and loose before we do anything. So you're going to do about 10 of these band pass-throughs, okay? Nice and easy. And then you're going to take your band about shoulder width apart. Now this depends on how thick your band is. If it's very thick, you might have to take your hands out wider. But what we're going to do is we're going to extend this band so our arms are even with our shoulders. And I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades together when you do that. So I'm also going to show you this from the side. So you notice how my shoulders stay down and they don't come up around my ears. And you're going to see how I contract those shoulder blades together. So you're going to do approximately 10 to 15 of those. Nice and slow, squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then bring them back. Keeping those arms slightly bent. So, like I said, 10 to 15. Then we're going to take this straight up overhead. We're going to do the same thing, but you're going to notice that my band comes behind me this time. So I'm going to focus more on my lats, which is those muscles right here, okay? You're going to notice that those shoulder blades still squeeze together as well, but you're also going to feel it farther down. All right, the next one works on the triceps, but it also works on the back. Taking this arm straight up overhead. We're going to bend this arm. Elbow is facing forward as much as possible. We're going to use this other hand to determine the amount of resistance. So we're going to hold it just like that as we press this up and bring it back down. So that wasn't quite enough resistance for me, so I'm going to grab up a little bit higher. You'll notice, take it up and bring it back. So my elbow's out to the side a little bit now, but you'll notice that it's pretty close to my head. So approximately 8 to 10 of these, and then I'm going to extend both arms at the same time. Extend and bring it back. Extend and bring it back. So what I'm doing here is I'm working on these triceps, but I'm also working on my rear delts. So this is what your movement looks like. Do 8 to 10 just with that top arm, and then 8 to 10 with both arms. And then you're going to switch, do the same thing on the other side. So just start with those basic exercises. Get that back moving, and then we'll start working on more rows, more flies, things like that. Enjoy.